Hello, welcome to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys, and this video is Hasbro trolling us.
The arms move. Oh, look at that. That pops out a bit too easy, doesn't it? That's not good. Yeah, as soon as you sort of go above the collar, it wants to force it out.
There you go, that's Matt from the Boys. Yeah, the quality on that Yoda is absolutely shocking. I'm really glad I'm out of collecting Black Series at the moment. I may have got that, and I probably would have got that. And it's just so tiny, and the quality is absolutely shocking. Hasbro seem to not care anymore. Kenny used to have that slogan that we care, and Hasbro don't seem to care. I just wonder if they're actually trolling us at the moment. You'll see the new hyper realistic Luke Skywalker, and we showed it on the live stream, and John has actually got his. So there you go. This is the Luke Skywalker.
And up. This is for adult collectors. It's kind of like a care sheet, care and instructions, because on the back it tells you that you really want to be careful when you pose this guy. Now, the one thing that struck me was this is a rubber outfit. It is not cloth. That really hit me hard. I did not expect it to be totally made out of rubber. Mine's a little bit bent. I'm going to have to do the hot water technique on it and get it straightened out. Ugh. Why is it bent? I hate it when weapons and accessories come bent. You know, the photographs on this guy tricked me. I thought it was going to be cloth. Everything in the photos make it, to me, look like it's going to be cloth. Even the photos on the box make it look like it's going to be cloth.
So there you go there. That's John from Super Awesome Geek Show. Go out there and watch the whole video, because he does like it. And this is my opinion, not his. But, as he said there, he was expecting it to be cloth. We all thought it was going to be cloth. The Vader that came in the same line had cloth cloaks and things like that. But again, they're supposed to be quality. The lightsaber was bent. I think that sculpt on that face is horrendous. The pictures on the box make it look worse than it actually is. But it's just like, you could see it's plastic. It's like really shiny and plastic. There's just no quality put into it, and it's supposed to be higher value, higher quality than the Black Series. It's meant to be like a bridge gap between Black Series and Hot Toys. But as you can see, but this is my opinion. John loves his, and so yeah, it's really your opinion on what you want to collect. And it's funny that he gets the little bit of instructions out and says it's the care thing. It's the don't care thing. That's what that is. And he actually says, take care of your product, don't move it too much. Excuse me, don't move it too much? Is that going to be like Yoda?
Pivot this hand. Oop! Ah! I broke him! No. And, oh, poop! Oh my gosh! I broke him again! And this one went flying. It's on the floor somewhere. A one-armed Yoda is gonna hang out with one-armed Obi-Wan, or Obi-Wan-armed.
See what I mean? Quality is shocking. And yeah, talking of those little bits of paper we get with the packaging now from Hasbro, why do we get them splattered all over? The boxes, the original cards on the figures were magnificent. You had all the figures on the back of the card. I know they can't do that for legal reasons now, but surely they can do something better than having the same warning over and over and over again, and in a piece of paper. So this is what I did last week. This is such a waste of time. Really, I could really do a big rant on this. Look at this. What the hell? So all it is, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years old. Which, it says 4+ there. That is all you need. That is all you need. Then you've got, these aren't too bad. I think what I'm going to rant about is when I get the Empire Strikes Back carded figures, because they don't have the pictures. All you have is that. Just that bit there. And all the rest is warnings, which is on this piece of paper. Exactly the same. Why do we have to have this piece of paper? Either put the piece of paper in, or not have all this at the back. I know you can't put all the figures on. You're not allowed to do that anyway. The regulations, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? That is just the biggest waste of paper you can ever think of. And that's going right in the bin. Sorry about that anyway. So that was me last week. I wasn't very happy last week. I'm not as down now because I haven't got that look. I haven't got that Baby Yoda. And I'm out of Black Series, and Vintage Collection is the next thing. And Tim over at Boss Bounty is doing an excellent job in bringing back the TVC line. The thing is, for me, it is the 3 3/4 line that we always collected, but it's just so hit and miss, and to collect them all would be practically impossible. I've seen collections where they've got every carded figure on the proper vintage line, even every one, and they still haven't got the vintage collection ones they need for their collection. So somebody with that kind of money can't even get them. So I will not ever go into vintage collection. The vehicles, the play sets, I love, but it's the price points. Why is it the vintage collection are more expensive than the Black Series? The Black Series Snowspeed is going to be £91, whereas the Slave 1 vintage collection is £150. I think you can get it a bit cheaper, but you see my point. You can get a proper vintage Slave 1 for £120, even cheaper if it's out of the box, if it's loose, than a brand new vintage collection vehicle that is supposed to be copying the vintage Slave 1 that you can get cheaper. I would rather have the vintage, but that's me. The thing is, again, another thing, they're repackaging old figures. The recent wave was 3PO, Luke, Han and Lando. They came out in about 10 years ago. I know I'm really defeating my point earlier on that trying to collect, but these aren't the figures. These aren't figures that you couldn't get. You can't get now. You can still get those figures now. Why don't they do the figures that were hard to collect now? Repackage those. I don't know everything about the vintage collection. I've not really collected any of it. I've got a couple. I got a Wedge and I got a Dr. Aphra. That's all I ever got on that. I think I got a Boba Fett a few years back, but it's the Black Series that I concentrated on in the modern. I'm not going to do any modern. I'm going to get things to review and to look at. So I may go into the vintage collection again. I've got a vintage Jabba playset, and obviously they didn't do a proper Jabba throne room in the vintage line, so I'm going to go into the vintage collection, get that throne room that's out, that's reduced in America, and we can't find it here. But then again, the shipping from America is horrendous, so I'm going to have to wait and get one here, I think. But there you go, it's one of those things. It's like I always say, just got to be patient and collecting. But I don't really think Hasbro's trolling us at the moment. It may be because they didn't think they were going to have the license back this year, and they weren't really prepared on what they was going to do. So maybe these repacks are just the way of just putting something out there. The 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back is this year, and what they're doing is quite disappointing, to be honest with you. Some of the things are good. The retro collection, when I actually get it, will be good. I've got the. I didn't like the original retro collection idea when I first saw it. I thought, oh my god, why? Then when I saw them physically, I thought, I've got to have them. When you see vintage figures in a shop, especially it's the supermarket, and people are walking past them, and thinking, no, take them home, take them home. So yeah, and last week I took the whole stand home with me, so I've got that in my room. But there you go. I can change my mind. I will change my mind from now and again. I'll like something one minute, I won't like it the next, or I'll like something and then I'll not like it. It swings and roundabouts, to be honest with you. I just love collecting, and I want things to be right. I want things of quality. If we're paying all this money, Baby Yoda, £10 for a little bit of plastic like that, and you get what, a little accessory thing that you can't even use. I can't really say much about that because I haven't bought it myself. I'm just saying, I'm showing, this is why I'm showing you other people's reviews and the quality. Quality means everything to us collectors. They are 40 years old. Those vintage figures are 40 years old and older now, and we've still got them. They're still there. Some of them have been play worn. That's why we had them in the first place, to play with them. Now we collect them. I like to look at them. Nostalgia. Will the Black Series, will the vintage collection, the Hasbro toys, in 40 years' time, make us feel the same? We won't be here. We might be, but I doubt it. The people who are getting the Hasbro figures, the children even, will they in 40 years' time feel nostalgic about them? Or will they have moved on to something different? So there you go, my little rant about Hasbro again. Yeah, I don't love Hasbro, don't get me wrong. I just wish they'd do more quality things and better quality things, and not have things where arms fall out, arms pop out, face sculpts are terrible. They do listen to the fans. They're doing the fan vote, I know, but Ginerso, nobody's going to vote for Ginerso, and if they do that, he's going to troll. He's going to troll Hasbro. But are they trolling us? That's the whole point. If you've got a different opinion for me, that's fair enough. I'd like to hear from you. We've all got different opinions, and that's the good thing about communities. We can have discussions, not arguments, discussions. And our little community on our live stream and everything like that is just brilliant, perfect. We're getting like, I think the highest we've ever had is 17 viewers, which is good because they talk to each other in the chat, and we're talking to each other, and they're listening to us. We're listening to them. We're putting their comments up. It's just a brilliant at the moment. I'm just worried that if we do get a few more, that we might lose that. But it would be nice to have a few more people in, a few more opinions. Somebody who likes repro, even. We are against repro. I am personally. Don't have repro, but again, there's just different levels of collecting. And again, it's just mainly Star Wars that has that problem with the repro. But I don't like repro. Custom's okay, things like that. The only thing I don't like about repro, and I'm going off on a different tangent here, I know, but is when I'm going on eBay and I'm trying to find a weapon, because I like to have my stuff original. I'm not elitist. Look at me. Am I elitist? I just like to have the original thing. If you collect repro in your collection and it's your collection, that's up to you. Totally up to you. I don't like it. And the thing is, when I go through eBay, I'm trying to find the original thing. There's streams and streams of reproduction, and they're trying to justify it by saying it's the best repro they've ever seen, but still a repro. And the price point is, yes, I know the layer blaster, the pilot blaster, the Endor blaster, whatever you want to call it, it's a lot of money. They are a lot of money. And Aston Martin is a lot of money. But if you want to get a copy of it, fair enough, that's up to you. But for me, I want the original, and I don't want to see. The thing is, eBay has got a policy of not having counterfeit reproduction items. But 90%, well, 70% of the weapons on eBay are reproduction. Now, there's things in place where the company who made the item in the first place, the original item, has to complain. Now, that is Hasbro at the moment. Hasbro don't care, basically, because they're not selling those. Yes, they are now with the reproduction collection, the retro collection, because they're making repro themselves. I know it's not repro, I know it's official, but I would never put a retro blaster in with my vintage collection blasters, because they're not the same. The models are the same, everything like that, but it's the same company. I know it's not exactly the same. They bought Kenner, but Hasbro, I wouldn't like to say flooding the market with the retro collection, because you can't bloody get them anyway. But I'm just worried that the weapons will flood the market later on. But I mean, I've seen on eBay today a Luke Skywalker retro collection going for £1,000. So that's eBay for you. That's a totally different rant. So there you go. I've waited on enough today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Watch us live streams and share this out, please. Press that like button. That really helps me. And until the next video, may the toys be with you.
One of them came off the first time I moved his arm. They pop out of the ball joint without even thinking about it. So and they can pop off super easily.